radio done right. No nonsense, real and raw, just like you like it.
He's corrupt, he's inexperienced, and he lies.
Broadcasting from a broom closet in the Arizona Lotus Studios, it's Beef Vegan Presents.
See, look at you. Your ears are getting calloused. I like it, Powers. That's right. Man up. Just take it. Just take it. We're waking people up this morning. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to Beef Vegan Presents. Broadcasting live on Rock 102.1 KFMA, streaming worldwide at KFMA.com. Of course, we got Powers here. Good morning, Powers.
Good morning.
And good morning, Weirdo. Thank you for joining the show so early. So proud of you.
I'm here. I'm here.
You're here and ready to rock. We got a lot of things to cover. It's going to be fun. We're going to be all over the gambit this morning when it comes to conversation, just things that we're going to joke about. Plus, we have tickets on the line for Jack White. In case you missed it, we announced Jack White is coming to the TCC on September 30th, I believe. Soon. It's soon. And tickets go on sale this Friday at 10 a.m., but I have tickets to give away for Jack White before they go on sale at 8 a.m. tomorrow. All right. So that's what you're listening for your opportunity to win tickets for Jack White. So if you're catching this now, don't forget to tune back in at 8 so you can try to get those tickets because they're going to be bangers.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm telling you, it's a show that I'm super excited about. That's who I want for my KFMA Day headliner. That's one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll take Jack White in a minute.
Hell yeah.
And the fact that he's coming to Tucson, stoked. All right, I got a couple local stories to share real quick. And I know that you guys saw on the screen a little foosball, and immediately you're like, oh, what's this sports?
Oh, the sports ball.
Yes, but the big sports story is that Gronk has retired from the NFL again.
Oh, again.
Again, I know. And, the over-under on if he'll unretire is about 50-50. Like, there's a good chance he'll come back. But he did post a very nice Instagram post yesterday announcing his retirement, and well said. And, shout out to U of A in a way. He said, in college, I was asked to write about a dream job opportunity that I wanted to pursue and where the location would be. I just love this opening line because he went to U of A, right?
Yeah.
This was an assignment that he got in U of A. You know that people who weren't star players on the football team weren't getting these kind of assignments. This is a 7th grade assignment. Where do you want to be when you grow up? You know what I mean?
It is that.
And Gronk's like, I want to play for Tampa Bay because chicks wear bikinis and the weather's cool. Essentially. And the professor was like, you're a goddamn genius, Gronk. A+.
A+.
Yes. I mean, if you're a valedictorian.
Yeah.
If you weren't leaving college early to go to the NFL, become a millionaire, we'd have you be the professor of this here fine university. But he wrote on and he said, every time I had to write about my future, no matter what, I picked being a professional football player. Right. And that shouldn't be a surprise. For that assignment, though, we had to pick the location. So I wrote that I wanted to play in Tampa for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers for many reasons.
He wrote that he wanted to be, is that a Florida man?
Yeah, he wanted to be a Florida man. He's like, for many reasons. The sunny weather being number one. I completely forgot about writing this sport until 2 years ago. Then I had the opportunity to join Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So he had many reasons that he wanted to go to Tampa Bay. He can only remember the sunny part, but that's fine. He's still the man.
So wait, he only played for the Buccaneers for 2 years?
2 years, one ring, but that's fine. That's where he retired. A lot of people retire in Florida. It's kind of a thing. But yeah, so that was the announcement that he made, and a little shout out to U of A. So I had to share that. And that's the good news. And again, we feel like that Gronk will be back and before the beginning of this season.
Remember, if he doesn't go back there, he's going to go to the WWE. That's where he was going to go before he unretired.
I don't even think he needs that. Now his buddy's not with the WWE anymore. So I doubt he'll go back to the WWE. I'm going to show you.
My husband's dropping something off to me. Does he just need to ring the doorbell up front or what?
Hold that thought. Yeah, we're on the broadcast right now. Good morning, everybody. We're gonna get ready for this next segment, and I will continue what we're gonna do with the rest of the show open this morning. Good morning, Mike. And I gotta let people know that we are on the podcast broadcast. So we'll be on the air here in about 30 seconds. Good morning, Anthony. And make sure you get your comments below wherever you're streaming, and I can see it everywhere. I can see it on the YouTube. I can see it on the Facebook pages, all three of them. I'm on Beef Vegan. I'm on Rock 1 2.1s. I'm on Beef Vegan Presents. and I'm on. We're on Twitch. Beef Vegan Presents. So. Alberto, good morning. Yeah, 2-hour podcast broadcast is going to be jam-packed. We got so much to cover. Hotrock's going to join us later. Justin Spears is going to join us later. It's going to be fun. So let's hang out on this hump day. We got 5 seconds, so we get on here.
Whoop, whoop.
Rock 102.1 KFMA. We're live on the podcast broadcast, and you're going to want to join us there if you want to see pictures of this next story. It's time to get weird with Weirdo. Weirdo, you came across a strange story this morning?
I did indeed.
All right, well, tell me about it here.
All right. So Carly and Mercedes have been dating for 2 years, and they play sisters on their OnlyFans account, which you can find at Not Your Average Sisters with a Z.
So weird. Incest porn. It's a thing. It's a big thing. Yeah. But the thing about it, which makes it watchable, not that I watch it, is that it's not actual incest. People aren't watching incest porn thinking that it's actual incest.
How do you know?
I talk to most people.
Okay.
And that's the
talk
consensus.
to the people. He
talks to most of them.
He's a man of the people.
Yeah. On the streets when I do remotes, I'm like, yeah, incest porn. Do you believe it or not? And most people are like, no, but I still do it.
Oh my goodness.
So, these girls are lesbian lovers who pretend to be sisters on OnlyFans.
Correct.
Odd.
But things just got a bit more complicated for them. And a TikTok that has over 6 million views, they reveal that they found out that their mothers both had sex with the same man.
Dun, dun, dun. That man was a pimp. I mean, these girls are good looking, right? In fact, actually, I don't even have to ask. I have a picture I could pull up here real quick. So let me see. Oh, yeah. Look at these girls' powers.
I got to come around. I don't have a link to the stream.
All right, come around. They look pretty good.
Yeah.
And I do see the similarities.
Yeah.
They do look like sisters. So initially they were faking being sisters, and they're the stereotype is that people are attracted to an opposite that has the same physical traits as them.
Yes.
Right.
So a lot of married couples often get mistaken for siblings, right?
Right.
And so it doesn't surprise me that they're attracted to each other, but at the same time, dear Lord, they look so much alike.
Right.
Wow.
Smoking hot alike.
So now it's not like factual, like, oh no, it's the same. It's just that, like, are they related? They're not actually related.
That's what they're going to try to find out. A lot of people were commenting, being like, y'all should take a DNA test. So they did do a follow-up video, and they said that they're looking into a DNA test, but they have not done it yet. But it looks like that seems to be the next step in this saga.
If you had a lesbian relationship with a girl who you felt like might be your sister after that, would you take the test, or would you rather not know?
I think, oh man, that's one of those would you rather ones, like awful edition.
Would you rather unknowingly bang your sister or knowingly not bang your sister? It seems like it's pretty cut and dry. I don't know.
I mean,
she was really hung up on
ignorance is bliss.
Yeah, she was hung up on the banging.
Yeah,
banging.
I don't want anything to get in the way of that banging.
You have to see these girls here. You can see them on the podcast broadcast. It's a safe for work photo. They're gorgeous. They're good looking girls, but they do look almost identical.
They're like the same color hair, eyebrow shape, same nose.
Right.
I don't think we need a DNA test to find out that they are probably related.
No, they just need their dad. And it doesn't seem like the dad was in the picture at all. I wonder if the dad subscribed to the OnlyFans page.
No.
I mean, he's got to do his best to support his kids. I'm just saying.
Oh, yeah. I guess that's one way to do it. Child support's not like I can't pay you child support, but I will subscribe.
Yeah.
And
get premium.
Yeah, even pay for a couple PPVs.
Right.
Oh my God. All right. Well, yeah, you definitely lived up to your name, Weirdo. So that is Let's Get Weird with Weirdo. We're going to keep the conversation moving on the podcast broadcast. We got a whole lot more coming up next. We're going to talk about what is like the WWE versus the WCW rivalry, but with professional golf. Why golf just got a lot more interesting. Justin Spears from ESPN Radio is in studio, and we're going to talk about that next on Beef Vegan Presents. So don't go away. Clear. Can you see these, Justin? Here, I'm gonna invite you both so you could. You got your laptop with you too, Spears?
No, I do, but I can.
Yeah, pull up your laptop. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, do you have it over there?
Yeah.
Go grab your laptop.
Yeah, go grab your laptop, and I will send you an invite just so you can see backstage and also get in the comments.
What a great way to start the podcast broadcast, debating, are they really related?
Right. And I say yes.
I 100%. Like, I mean, I'm looking at their facial structure.
You're looking at their facials. Yeah, I get it. You subscribed already. Wow, you're quick on the draw.
let me ask you something.
It's all this radio money I gotta spend.
I've had this thing. Like, did the incest porn go up because of Game of Thrones? I blame Game of Thrones.
No, incest porn was around before Game of Thrones.
No.
I know, but wasn't it like, yeah, sure, it's there, but I feel like it like jumped up to like it's the number 2 to 1 trend, like
really
because
feel
of
like
Game of
there's
Thrones.
Like a South joke that could be thrown in here, but you know,
Yeah.
I don't think it needed any help.
Let's
It's
see.
the taboo of it.
Let's see if they say anything here.
Funny, yes, but not funny. Haha. Funny, weird.
Okay, now because they're TikTok, they don't have actual voices.
Right.
Maybe a cat got in their throat. That's vagina. All right. Sorry. I have to spell it out. My bad.
Ridiculous.
My bad. Okay. It is ridiculous. I know. Let's go to Instagram. You know what else is ridiculous? Me winning this fucking race, son.
Oh my God.
Yes, that's right.
What's he talking about again?
I'm glad you forgot because I have something to jog your memory here. If I remember.
KFMA.
Okay.
You can spell.
I'm multitasking here. If you guys haven't seen this, earlier this morning, Powers challenged me to a foot race. That was his first mistake.
Oh, is that the thumbnail? Oh, great.
It does look like
It's
you're
of
winded.
you trying to stretch.
Yeah. It looks like he's winded though. Like he's out of shape. It's great.
Hasn't even started yet.
No,
so funny.
Let's see if we can find where Powers.
Powers, you gonna plug in Justin over there?
Yeah, where Powers almost trips because I didn't get to see this.
It's pretty obvious.
All right. What's your height? I mean, you have.
What's your height?
All right. So Powers challenged me to a race around the building, claiming to be extremely faster, and he could be. But I do think that he's
Never heard somebody be so angry for winning.
and out of shape. So we're gonna find out. And just run
I did
one
no
time
sell it,
around the building.
which was infuriating.
Exactly.
Like a smug dick.
Yes. That's the only reason why I hated it.
It was so bad.
I mean, I was happy that I won.
Don't get hit by a car. Am I chasing you? Am I following this? What the hell did I sign up for? All right, 3, 2, 1. Banana.
Hey,
Hey.
that was good.
That was like fucking Flash. Not
Potholes in these streets.
Welcome to Tucson.
You kidding me? I don't know. What did that prove?
That beef stole the cocaine from the bees.
No sell.
Yeah.
No sell.
Did you hear him? I mean, he's smug. Like, if we weren't friends, I would have punched you in the face. What did that prove? Oh, you fucking bitch. Oh.
Did I even say race? It turns out I said it like 5 times.
Oh, so angry. So angry.
So ridiculous.
It took me 3 segments to get over it. I'm so angry.
I secretly shook his hand when no one was looking.
Right.
He was like, come on, weirdo, join us. This is going to be fun. You're going to be in here every once in a while. This will be a great time. And I'm literally sitting there like, what in the hell am I doing here?
Funny. He was
Yeah.
so
I'd be doing
pissed.
so much more with my life.
No, stop. You're
What
having
would
a
you
good
be doing?
time.
Sleeping? Taking care of kids?
Serious.
I mean, I got a million of them.
Yeah.
I don't
Enough
know.
of that.
Yeah. I'm gonna do a live tease here, or speed break. Or we should do a speed break. Got a quick question?
Oh, do you like cereal with marshmallows or without marshmallows?
I don't. You know what? I'm an adult, Powers. So
Oh.
yes,
So no toy prize either.
no toy prize either.
You're
Yes.
missing out.
Oh, man. Who hurt you as a child?
Who, me?
Yes, you.
All right. Let's see. Oh shit. You know what? I'm an adult, Powers. So yes.
So no toy prize either.
No toy prize.
Missing out.
Oh, man.
All right. So let me just do this. I'm gonna play that speed break.
That's your number one right there. There's your number one. God, he is handsome.
Ladies were going crazy for him.
On Rock 102.1 KFMA.
Oh, do you like cereal with marshmallows or without marshmallows?
I don't. You know what? I'm an adult, Powers. So
Oh.
yes.
So no toy prize either.
No toy prize. Either.
You're
Yes.
missing out.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Just a fly on the wall. Nothing.
I guess
Well,
tricks
flying
are
along.
for kids. That's what he's saying. That's what he's saying.
Oh. Okay. So. Yeah. Too funny. All right, Spears, I'm going to need you to get on the microphone here because we're going to talk about this golf, this PGA
Golf.
Yeah, this drama though. No, it's good. It's good. Spears, why so serious? Nick asks.
This is my face. What do you want me to do? Like, just have a grin on my face?
Because he didn't have a microphone, so he just had to like sit and read something for a second. But then when
Yes.
you're sitting there, you just look like just intense.
Resting ginger face.
RGM.
RGM. There we go.
RGF.
So you took the day off the other day. I saw Spears.
Yeah, last week.
And you felt bad about it?
Yeah, because I was always the kind of guy where you just work through sickness. You know what I mean? Like you're just feeling off, so you just power through it.
You're hustling.
I played a football game with like 104-degree fever. I don't know how I did it, but I mean, I was just always taught like that's just what you did. And last week I was just off. I was like, I can't do a 3-hour radio show. So
yeah,
I was like, hey, I just need one day and then I'll get back on the saddle the next day. So
yeah, you know what? But it's good to hit the reset every now and then. I know I'm looking forward to vacation myself. And it's kind of toxic masculinity. I'm right there with you where, I try to be Iron Man, and in a way it was for almost a decade, right? Working every single day. I don't even know how many days in a row I worked every single day.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you're burning the candle at both ends. You need to refresh.
Mm-hmm.
And you've deserved it. If anyone deserves a day off, you deserve a day off. How many jobs you got?
2 jobs.
2 jobs. 2 full-time jobs though.
I work here, and then I also work at Bed Bath & Beyond.
Yeah.
So I can put my kid through NYU so he can become a DJ.
All right. Nice.
That's from the other guys. But also I work at the Arizona Daily Star.
Yes.
Cover college football and college basketball.
Nice.
Right. And is this your slow season right now? Or is this all the behind the scenes? What's going to happen next season?
This is essentially just preparing for the upcoming college football season. And then basketball, there's recruiting and all that stuff. So there's still plenty going on. We have the NBA draft tomorrow too. And some Arizona guys are probably going to get called. So there's lots going on in the summertime. But yes, compared to in season, this is relatively slow.
Right. Yeah. And that's good for you. I mean, I actually heard some inside talk that the U of A has some pretty good prospects coming in. So, Tommy, he goes for those foreign kids, right? The tall white kids who don't speak English.
Yeah, he's got one from Estonia. His name is Henry Visar.
Uh-huh.
And then he's got another guy from Serbia coming in. He's a wing player. His name is Filip Borovicinin. And one thing that Shaquille O'Neal always says is that if you have a Vich in your name, you're a really good shooter.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, nice. Borovicinin.
Yeah.
Sounds like a shooter.
Yeah,
we need some of that.
We got another 3-point shooter on the team. Get some more bitches.
Yeah. We need some bitches on the team.
Yeah.
Where my bitches at?
Where my
Nice.
bitches
Where
at?
my bitches at? Just hanging out with my bitches.
But the team's going to be good. Even though they lose Ben Matherin, Christian Coloco, Dalen Terry, I think they're going to be all right.
All right. Yeah. I mean, they were fantastic last year. So that's the only problem with the college program is that you keep these players less and less, because first off, they're making money. And then when they see the gold pot at the end of the rainbow, just right there, it's like, why stick around another season?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what Dalen Terry said, because he had an opportunity to make 6 figures in NIL money with an endorsement with Reebok. He's got his own ice cream flavor at Screamery downtown.
Yeah, but he's not, that Screamery money is not going to get you 6 figures.
No. He's getting money from the Reebok NIL deals and all the other stuff going on. I mean, he was making a lot of money off the NIL deals. So he could have made 6 figures if he came back to Arizona, been the guy. But he also said during his draft workouts, he's like, I'm not here to be a college player. At the end of the day, I'm here to be an NBA player.
Yeah.
And if that means getting into a system as like a late first round pick, then I'm going to do that. And I don't fault him for it. And I hope he goes to a right situation.
Well, yeah, he's like, I'm not here to make 6 figures. I'm here to make 7 figures and then 8 figures and hopefully 9.
So college now they get endorsement deals, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Name, image, and likeness. That's what NIL stands for. Yeah.
Got it. Okay. Yeah. Because that was always my argument for not watching college sports. I'm like, they are just taking advantage of these kids' image. Like,
I'm so pissed off. When the fuck am I going to get an ice cream flavor, man? A Screamery, I got like 100 people that know who I am. That will sell a couple pints of ice cream.
I don't know if they want a flavor named beef.
Beef vegan.
Yeah, like
Beefy ice cream or what? Beef vegan. What are they going to think? It's some impossible beef and an ice cream?
Okay, maybe ice cream is not my forte. I mean, there's lots of different.
You need 102
that's-
people to like you. 2 more.
You need a
I'll get there.
burger. So a beef burger is perfect. Lindy, we got to talk to Lindy.
No, I already have talked to Lindy, and so I pitched him the beef vegan burger because he has those delicious black bean patties.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, get 1 patty beef, 1 patty black bean, and that's the beef vegan. It sells itself.
I think
really.
it does sell itself.
Yeah.
What about Sheba Hut as well?
Chiba Hut, well, they're still kind of corporate, so there's a
Okay.
chain. Even though my friend does work corporate,
Right.
yeah, I don't know.
Do
if
you
it's-
like berries?
No.
Because that ice cream could be like beef vegan berry something something. It doesn't have to be like. If I were actually going to try and get you an ice cream flavor, what would it be?
Oh, you know what? Yeah, like I would have like berries and peanuts. I call them like berry hairy nuts or something like that. Wouldn't that be good? I don't know. We got 33 seconds. Well, Beast Ball Sweat is still working, but I'm gonna play you a clip
Just
from our
salty.
show open this morning. I'm gonna show you guys pictures of somebody who attempted to burn down the Delta. So if you guys recognize this kid, you alert authorities. But that's Travis, who's gonna help me make Beast Ball Sweat hot sauce, which is a salt and vinegar flavored hot sauce.
And it's so hot, it's like an assault on your taste buds. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's going to put out the.
All right. No, 3 seconds.
Rats.
Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. Hanging out here with ESPN afternoon host of Spears and Ali. Weekday afternoons from 3 to 6 on our sister station 104.9 ESPN. Mr. Justin Spears. Good morning, Justin.
Good morning, Beef.
Now I'm super stoked to talk about this because it feels
Yeah.
like all the drama that's happening with the PGA and this Saudi Arabian-backed professional golf league is creating a rivalry similar to that of the 1990s wrestling wars.
Yeah.
So the Monday Night Wars is what they were called. What is the name of the second league again?
Live.
Live,
LIV.
L-I-V.
Yep.
Right. Okay, so give me a rundown. What is creating all the problem and getting people excited about golf again?
So this new golf tour is funded by the Saudi Arabia Public Investment Fund. And when you look at the roots of where this money is coming from, this is one, oil money, but this is also blood money too.
Yeah,
And this
yeah.
is where it's rubbing people the wrong way, because when you think about the human right laws in Saudi
Yeah.
Arabia, especially with women,
Yeah.
it's really dark and it's really bad.
Oh, it's
so
super dark.
So you think about it and you're like, man, I if you're joining this league, you're like, I feel really, really bad because this is blood money and oil money. But at the same time, if I'm Bryson DeChambeau, I'm getting $100 million just to show up.
Right.
Uh,
Not to win.
Not to win.
This is just straight up 100%, $100 million. You're just part of this now
100
league.
million?
Yes.
Exactly.
Lord.
And that's a low end.
And the first live tournament that happened, the guy who won it, Charles Schwartzel, he won $4.5 million. Rory McIlroy the same weekend won the PGA Tour Championship. He got, I think, $1.5 million.
That's a huge difference.
48th place at the live tournament got $122,000. 48th place in the PGA Championship got $20,000.
Okay.
Oh my
So you think
gosh.
about how much more money you're making by going into this league. It's like, what do you value more, morals or money? And it's like people
Right.
need to get off their high horse when they say like, oh, how dare these guys for going over to the live tour? And it's like, no, you also have to think if somebody came to you and said, hey, you get to play golf year round and we're going to give you $200 million. Are you going to be like, no,
Right.
no, this is changing your family
Right.
legacy.
Right.
Well, yeah. This is giving you
Generationally.
This is generational wealth.
Right.
multi-generational wealth.
So I don't fault these guys for joining it.
All right. So Phil Mickelson, right?
Yeah.
He signed with the Live organization as well, right? Or
Yeah.
no?
He's one of the highest paid figures because he's one of the biggest names in golf. So they wanted to get him. They offered Tiger Woods, according to multiple reports, it was like high 9 figures. What that figure was, I'm not sure, but they're swinging for the biggest names in golf because they're really trying to change the narrative.
High
on the
9
sport.
figures. So that's close to $1 billion, right? 10
Yep.
figures is $1 billion. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
well, Tiger Woods would kind of be worth it, but yeah, and Tiger Woods is like, no, thanks, I have enough money, I don't need that. It's ironic that we mentioned the WWE Monday Night Wars and
Right.
Saudi Arabia because the WWE has been working with Saudi Arabia
Right.
for years. It's been the same type of controversy that the government in Saudi Arabia doesn't respect women, don't have equal human rights, that we should be really pushing with anyone that we work with throughout the world to have basic human rights. So this is definitely a controversial thing,
Right.
but the PGA is to blame on this because they've been doing golf tournaments in Saudi Arabia for years now. Because I remember seeing the golf tournaments in Saudi Arabia looking like it's a video game from the future. Like the backdrop and the environment in Saudi Arabia with their golf courses, with how all the buildings look in the backdrop, look amazing. It looks like a sci-fi movie. It doesn't look like reality.
What's all that money?
Yeah.
Just money.
So Saudi Arabia, or I'm sorry, PGA is saying, okay, you can't take money from them, but we can.
Yes.
See? And there lies the problem. The hypocrisy there is what's screwing them over. So there is no other reason not to sign with the LIV organization other than your own morality.
Right.
Yeah.
That moral compass.
Yeah. Either way, it makes it interesting, right? Because there was LIV golfers golfing this past weekend on the PGA Tour, right?
Yeah. So if you're a U.S. Open champion or if you've won a major, you're invited back.
No matter what.
No matter what. So, I mean, you had Phil Mickelson going back to the U.S. Open. You had all these players from the LIV going back to the PGA and participating in these majors like the U.S. Open. And there's actually like tension. Like Rory McIlroy didn't shake hands with a lot of guys who were a part of LIV.
Oh.
So there are some guys who are like really sticking to their guns and like, no, this is the PGA Tour. This is what we play for.
Right.
And if you are going over there, cool, but let's own up to the fact that it's all for money.
Right.
And not a lot of people are public about it.
No, I know. Well, you know what? They can't run from that forever. We all know the reason why they're signing.
And I don't fault them.
No, I don't fault them as well.
Money,
Justin
man.
Spears from ESPN Radio 104.9 weekdays, 3 to 6 p.m. You can hear more with Justin and Ali talking about all the great sports headlines. We're going to hit the reset. Our podcast broadcast is running right now, so we're going to keep the conversation moving there. Hotrock Supajoint is going to join us as well. So keep right here. Rock 102.1 KFMA. Clear. All right.
Yeah, that's
I
like
wanna
Ted
say something, too.
Turner.
Yeah, jump in
shit
there.
So
from WCW.
Yeah. But check this. It's a little similar to what happened with music industry, right? Remember we were talking about all these people are buying like, oh, they're buying this guy's entire catalog.
Yeah.
And these artists are selling their rights to these songs and all that for millions and all the record companies like, wait a minute. We were the ones that maintained all the rights. Wait a minute. And it's these foreign companies realize they can buy entire discographies because that music's worth so much money.
Right.
And the industry is like, this isn't fair. We're the ones that are supposed to buy it.
Right.
Right.
So it is a lot like what you're saying. The fact PGA, that really was like a good caveat to that story, that PGA is like, oh, we can do business there, but now that you're going to individually do it,
Yeah.
you're not allowed.
Yeah.
Right.
No.
Right. And well, that's where that's the catch-22. It's like, yeah, they were like, hey, you guys have been making a lot of money out of Saudi Arabia here for almost 2 decades, I would say. I don't know when the first Saudi Arabian tour was. Let me pull up pictures of it. So I'm going to pull up pictures of the Saudi Arabia golf tours just so you can see the backdrop, because you will think it's not real life.
Sure.
You know, just how beautiful like Dubai looks with the golf course right in the middle. And you see their buildings. It's insane. We are the third world country. That's definitely first world, but with backwards policies.
So I want to ask too about like, because I have opinions about some of the Saudi stuff, right? With Crown Jewel and the WWE, because I have people that are like, I refuse to watch that. And how dare they even go perform there and certain things. And I'm like, so it's the whole thing with the city of Jeddah, right? And they're trying to bring it into modern times. And since the WWE started, like that's kind of the goal. You can't flip a light switch and give everybody rights if it's been that way. But since the past few years, like, okay, women can't drive. The next year they can.
Right.
Yes.
Okay, women can perform. The next year they could. Like, aren't they trying to become not a monstrous country?
Right. And
to
like,
the press. And yeah, it looks like there has been some progress, but I mean, how much have they really progressed?
right. And like I was one that I was like, no, I'm not gonna watch when they do a pay-per-view from Saudi Arabia, because the first thing that annoys me is you watch the men still in their trunks, but they've got the women covered, like literally it's just their hands and their face, like that's it. And I didn't watch, I think it was the Elimination Chamber this last year, even though I really wanted to see Lita come back, but I'm like, they're completely covered. But again, it's those small strides forward. But how much of that is Saudi Arabia also being performative again, so they look a little bit better, so they keep making the money?
Yeah.
I mean, that's
those are questions. Those are questions we're asking. Earlier this morning, we shared something that our friend Travis from the Delta shared on his social media. I want to show you some pictures of this guy because this is fucked up. But if you have any information, please help out. There's a shout out. This is what we have. You guys another picture on the stream that you guys will be able to see on the podcast broadcast later on to see if you recognize this dude. All right. Now, I know it's not the best picture because it's surveillance picture, but my friend Chef Travis of the Parish and Delta had an incident last night where this garbage person tried to burn down the Delta yesterday.
What?
Or 2 days ago. Yes.
What the heck?
Yeah. So this is what Travis wrote. He said, someone tried burning down the Delta last night. And then, does this person look familiar? If so, contact police department with any information. Unfortunately, we're forced to stay closed due to electrical plus other structural fire damage. So the Delta is a new, beautiful restaurant that opened in downtown Tucson.
Right.
Yeah.
They just launched.
They just launched, right? And Travis, again, is one of those guys who's uber supportive of other entrepreneurs, other chefs, other local businesses. Like, so it's hard to imagine that this is a bad blood type deal or personal grudge against Travis, because Travis is a stand-up dude.
Well, I would guess former employee already.
Right. But if it was a former employee, I don't think he'd be asking for information about who this person may be. I think he'd be able to recognize them.
Good
Now,
point.
he said, unfortunately, we're forced to stay closed for a couple days due to other structural fire damage. But he went on to say it's hard enough trying to open a local restaurant during these times without any kind of crap happening. But they're going to do their best to be open by today so they can really use the support. So if you guys are going out for lunch, check out the Delta, or dinner, check out the Delta. You guys look it up online, check out the menu. It's amazing what he's been putting together there.
So good.
So yeah, I'm sharing this post out. Luckily, there was a good Samaritan who called the fire department, and they responded very quickly, and they got the fire under control before they lost everything. So yeah, that sucks for Travis, and it sucks that this is why we can't have nice things. It looks like they burnt down the outside storage area where a bunch of kegs or compression kegs were located at. And so they lost a little bit of money, but luckily, it didn't have the whole building go up in flames.
Yeah.
Right.
So that sucks. So good news, bad news locally. But shout out to the Delta and Travis Peters. He's doing big things. And if you get a chance, again, if you're looking to grub today or this week, I highly recommend the Delta. It will help them make some of their money back so they could cover this. And hopefully this kid will get caught.
Yeah.
Whoever it is. And he's wearing red pants. You see it? Bright red pants. And he's starting fire. The way to be a walking cliche.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why don't you dress something that isn't so fire appropriate next time you're trying to be an arsonist? I don't know. All right, let's get into it. That's not even our morning moron story, but we're definitely starting things off hot. Morning morons coming up after Asking Alexandria, but we'll kick things off with a love song going out to all the ladies out there. It's 9 Inch Nails and Closer. Calm yourself, Power.
It's hot.
Jesus. Rock 102.1 KFMA. It's Beef Vegan Presents 6:16 in time for your morning moron. Let's do this. Ooh, this morning moron today is not a criminal, but a cop.
Oh,
yeah. A trainee, to be more precise. In a bid to stay home from work, Ahmed, I can't say his last name, told his training officer last December that he could not come into work because of a positive COVID test.
Okay.
Now this happens, right? Sure. COVID's running around. I know that I took 3 weeks off at the end of last year because of COVID. I had a 2-week vacation, got COVID halfway through, and extended my vacation. It sucked.
I just canceled lots of plans, random weekends, because you could kind of use that as an excuse left and right.
Well, I mean, nowadays you can use the COVID excuse. Sorry, I can't come out. I got COVID, and nobody questions it, especially employers. But in this situation, with police training, they're like, okay, cool. All you have to do is show us the proof positive that you tested positive for COVID, and you're good, bro. And he's like, oh, yeah, no problem. Let me get that to you right away. So he gets a COVID test, and, you take one of those over-the-counter COVID tests, and if you're positive, 2 lines show up.
That's right.
It's kind of like a pregnancy test.
Yes.
The pregnancy popsicles.
Yes. And so what this dude did is he tried to forge his COVID test because he didn't actually have COVID. He just didn't feel like working.
Yeah.
So he drew.
He just used a pen?
The 2 lines. Yeah. I tried doing this to my girlfriend not too long ago, actually. She tried to convince her she had COVID. I grabbed the red pen and I tried to write on it. It's not easy to do. And I got caught. Well, so did this guy. He got caught. And after he got caught, he admitted to taking the test and lying, saying that he did it so he could stay home under the then self-isolation rules. He was forced to resign the next day. So for faking COVID and then trying to forge a COVID test, and then the moron part, getting caught, stupid.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. Like, you can't search the internet?
I know. You could find a vaccination card made up by somebody. You can't find a used COVID test.
That's the best part, too, because it's like, bro, you're sending a picture because nobody wants to touch your COVID test. So all you have to do is scour Google for 2 seconds, find a picture of a positive COVID test, screenshot, crop, and send.
Yeah.
Look at that. And maybe I should be a police trainee.
Yeah.
Yeah. So either way, for all those reasons, this dude's definitely a morning moron. Oh, there you go. Sorry, I didn't mean to have me off here. All right, you guys want to see something that'll make you deeply disappointed in society as a whole?
I mean,
again. All right. Oh, look at this. It's American family all sitting around having dinner. That's nice, KFC. Oh, look at that. You got to have the Colonel's chicken. That's what's going to make everything better. Don't use your fingers there, little Sally. That's not appropriate. You need yourself a finger fork. What?
Oh, nice.
The finger forks are here. Thanks to KFC. Go fork your fucking food. This is ridiculous. So finger sporks are now a thing. It's not even a
finger
fork. It's a
licking
spork.
good.
Right. Right. And you think it's smart? You like this idea?
Well, again, finger licking good. That's their catchphrase, right? That's
it's
brilliant.
ergonomic.
Hilarious. Going with sporks, still very trendy. They're bringing it back. Okay. Taco Bell owned that spork for a long time.
Right.
Looks like KFC's making a move.
Yeah. And you're like, here, put it on your finger, you lazy fat fuck.
That's hilarious. Now, also,
use it in the bedroom.
Will Baskin Robbins have something to say about this? Because they are famous for tiny, tiny pink spoons.
Yes, they are.
Oh,
so
it
is
true.
pink. Yeah. I hope they get sued. I hope KFC gets sued for everything they're worth. And,
just shuts them down.
Yeah. Just for having a pink spoon.
What drugs is the Colonel on?
This is to sell sides. This is a promotion for sides.
All right.
Makes sense to me. I applaud this. I
you
like
would.
the finger sporks.
You would.
Get
Somebody who
me
would
10 of
lose
them.
a foot race would applaud this.
Get me 10 of them.
Yeah, exactly. You're never gonna win a race in life at all. Only the race to the casket if you eat a KFC with finger forks.
Let me tell you something. You better stop putting that bad juju on me where I'm gonna die.
No, I'm not saying. I'm trying to prevent you from dying.
You're gonna die. You can't stand on one foot, you're gonna die. I beat you in a race, you're already dying.
Earlier this morning, we came across a study from a well-regarded university stating that if you can't stand on one foot for a certain amount of time, then you're more likely to die in the next 10 years. So I wanted to look out for my best friend forever. And forever is for like more than 10 years, buddy. So, I try to give him a heads up saying, hey, this is something that you need to test to see if you're in the physical shape that's going to help you maintain. And so,
but one detail you keep missing, this is for people like over 50.
Yes, he
Frank
also
is
did
not
point
over
that
50.
out.
He's getting close, though. If he can't stand on one foot now in his early 40s, he's doomed as a 50-year-old.
Firstly, all right, I forgot. I have several degrees. I went to well-regarded university, all right? And the staff there, they're a bunch of drunks, okay? You can't listen to any of their stats. It's a bunch of nonsense. Get me their blood alcohol level when they're taking tests, and then maybe I'll think about your results there.
Okay.
I'm unimpressed.
Yeah, I know.
Unimpressed. Is that the theme of the day? Unimpressed.
Unimpressed. I think I like that I went to well-regarded university. I think that's good.
See, you hear the wheezing? Yeah, so
That's how you know I love it.
Okay, first of all, I was witness to all of this, and Beef, sir, you were breathing
I was winded.
real hard.
I was super winded. That's what happens
like
when I
almost
run.
fell into a freaking door jam, and you were a little dizzy.
I never claimed that I am in shape by any means. In fact, I haven't worked out like a full workout in a long time, too long. And I've been seeing videos of myself recently, and I realized I put the weight back on that I lost, and it's not good. I'm not feeling good. I'm feeling a jiggle, not liking that jiggle.
Feeling the man boob jiggle.
Yeah, I got to get focused on, getting back in shape. I get that. And I'm projecting my insecurities on my also not firm friend.
I was complaining about my abs hurting from the derby practice the other day, and Frank's like, "That's why I don't have abs."
That's why I don't have abs.
Yeah.
Obviously, I don't want abs to hurt.
No pain, no gain. I get it, and that happens. But I don't know. Let me show you something pretty cool here, though. You like body modification, do you not, Weirdo?
Oh, I'm all into the body modification. I am heavily tattooed and have lots of piercings.
Yep. All right. Well, this guy went viral because he's heavy into body modification as well, and he turned himself into a walking airsoft gun.
What?
Yeah. So check this out.
Did that say cut here?
Oh, I'm going to mute that. So he puts all those pellets into his mouth and then boom, shoots it out his mouth.
Oh, out of his labret.
His labret, yeah. Isn't that great?
Isn't there the women who do the ping pong balls out of the vag?
Yeah,
too?
but that's so this is a modern take of the vaginal ping pong shooting. Yeah, so he could work at a strip club as well.
Well, you know,
in Bangkok. Yeah, it's fantastic. So that's going viral.
I mean, I'm into body modifications. Good on you, buddy. It's another ginger. These weird gingers. What the hell? I breed them somewhere weird, but I don't think I'd go that far. I mean, I got gauges on my ears, but I don't know if I'd gauge anything on my face because he also had his septum gauged. Yeah.
No, my daughter wants all that shit, and she wants to turn into a Tucson girl so bad. She's talking about.
Don't you be insulting us Tucson girls.
Well, I'm not insulting Tucson girls, but there's definitely a look, right? And I'm like, yeah, that's cool. We get there, but you don't have to immediately get there before you're 18. You got,
right.
The tattoos and the piercings can wait.
I waited 18. 18 was my first tattoo. It was just a little cute little star on my hip.
Right.
Down at Sacred Art Tattoo on 4th.
When did you start doing dreadlocks?
I started locking my hair. So I shaved my head 3 years ago, raised some money for children's cancer research, and discovered dreadlock extensions. So the second my hair was long enough, I attached those bad boys 2.5 years ago.
Nice. So it's been 2.5 years?
Yep.
Nice. Hey, can I ask you a personal question?
Yes.
That's all you do.
I know.
Okay. Did you like your hair pulled before, and do you still like your hair pulled after? Or are you afraid that dreads will fly out?
I mean, I have to don't pull a single one.
You gotta
get a good grip, sir.
Okay.
That's all I ask. Just get a good grip and we'll be good to go.
Okay. All right. See, that's good information to know.
That is.
All right. 2 seconds here. Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Be Vegan Presents. It's the podcast broadcast, and we're discussing all different types of things on the podcast broadcast, including viral videos that we need to share with you. And wait a second. You smell that?
I do smell that.
What's that? What's that smell? It
smells like my copy of Cheech and Chong's DVD case.
Yeah. Oh, it's weed. It's Hotrock Supajoint. Good morning, Hotrock.
Good morning.
What's going on, homies? How you doing, yo?
Doing good. All right, so we got Hotrock Supajoint joining us on the podcast broadcast as well. We have so many things to discuss, including if you're a man, what should you have in your bedroom? We asked this question to our Facebook friends, and we also have a list of things you've missed in the comments below. We're going to share those after Incubus. But first, here's Seether with Bruised and Bloodied on Rock 102.1 KFMA. It's the podcast broadcast. Baby. Clear. I apologize for taking your baby, your Dusty Rose baby.
That's right. Hey, look out, baby. It's Hotrock Supajoint joining us right here. Oh, look at him. Too sweet to be sour. He loves that diesel as well. I love it. I ain't talking about Kevin Nash.
Okay. Yeah. What kind of strain you smoking on today, Hotrock?
Sour Lifter. I'm doing the CBD this morning, homie, because it's early, yo.
Yeah. So Sour Lifter is the CBD.
This
your
is
hair
a Sour Lifter.
Hair's looking good.
It feels good, homie. It's a Sour Lifter hybrid CBD weed, yo. I'm on that diet weed today because I'm getting my shape is round as well, homies.
Oh, good.
So can I say something? I saw a picture of you, Hotrock, from something you posted. I was like, look at that sexy man. Look at that. I'm like, oh, I think all three of us, we might have to take it back a couple of years.
What do you mean?
Are we?
All right,
is he talking about my Father's Day thing?
Maybe.
That I posted?
So what did you find sexually arousing about Hotrock?
He was just looking, his beard was on point. He was looking a little, that shirt was shiny, looking a little trimmer. I think it might have even been from the movie. Was it from the movie?
Oh yeah.
It was from Fakest to Hip Hop or Mockumentary. That's pre-COVID. Now I've got that post-COVID quarantine 20. It's up to quarantine 25 at this point.
Quarantine 25.
That did me too. I mean, when COVID first hit, I was reading all these different studies of how it was affecting people. So I made a couple life changes, and it was right around my 40th birthday anyway. So the timing was good. So I'm like, okay, it kills fat people. Well, time to not be fat. So I took that seriously. I lost a bunch of weight and I felt better. And then I finally got COVID, and it's fine. And then I was like, cool, I could give up working out now. So and then I just started blowing up, and I'm like, oh no. I need another pandemic to scare me straight, dude.
I survived. Now let's see if diabetes is up to the challenge.
Diabetes. Isn't it weird now just to be like talking about COVID, like being in like isolation and then like the way we like it's tripping me out, man.
Well, it's weird because we talk about it like it's in the past, but it's not. But
right,
it is.
right. We're in a fourth wave.
Yeah,
we're in a fourth wave. So,
but again, it's not a death sentence next week,
right?
Which is what it was for a year. No vaccination for a year.
Right.
So you never know how it would affect you if you didn't get that. So it is different.
Right.
But,
Right. I don't know. I still get existentially weird about it. I'm like, what in the world?
Yeah.
We were living through history.
Yeah.
JJ said Hot Rock is sexy because he's the young person's Cheech and Chong. A celebrity is always sexy. There you go.
Right.
Look at that. The young person.
They got the gold chain.
So,
got the waves.
So coming up next, we're going to be talking about what every man should have in his room. And I asked this question on Facebook.
Yep.
You still got time to comment below that post, streamers, or you could just throw a comment in there. But I also have something I want to show you since we got Hot Rock on with us. Somebody proposed to their girlfriend in front of Snoop Dogg, and apparently Snoop Dogg's reaction was hilarious. Did you see this video, Hot Rock? Do you get a notification whenever Snoop Dogg does something?
I do, but I ain't seen this one yet, homie. So I'm excited to see what you got here.
All right, let's watch this together. We'll both be finding this out together. Snoop Dogg has a new comedy show on Netflix. And it's just Snoop Dogg and friends.
Really?
Yeah, or fucking around. I think it's fucking around with Snoop Dogg.
That's amazing.
Yeah, he's on bad. Never a dull moment. Let's play this. See what it says here. Oh. She goes to hug Snoop Dogg first, right? You see that? So she is so gangster. She's like, oh shit. Oh shit!
Wait, is that
he's proposing? Oh,
who's the guy proposing?
Right.
Oh my gosh!
Like, yeah, I'm gonna bang your instant fiance. Look at that! She instantly goes into Snoop Dogg. Such a pimp. You don't propose in front of Snoop Dogg. He's gonna Mr. Steal your girl. That's Snoop.
Snoop is smooth. He's just always smooth.
Huh?
Can I tell you one of my favorite engagement stories that I've seen like that?
In 30 seconds or less, yes.
I can. So one time someone did it at Comic-Con in front of Patrick Stewart, right? Captain Picard. And he just goes, engaged.
No,
and it was like the best thing I've ever seen in my life.
So good.
This guy's not a virgin. That's the surprising part about that. Speaking of quality nerd stuff, Doctor Strange is dropping on Disney Plus today. It's actually dropped.
Sweet.
Yeah. So is that what we're doing today? We're all just watching Doctor Strange again on Disney Plus?
Well, we'll see.
You see, you weren't that impressed by it, huh?
We were not that impressed by it. I might look at it again.
I was on edibles, though. I'm looking forward to rewatching it in the comfort of my own home.
Oh, I was going to say, I don't think I was high enough.
Yeah, well, I mean, I was high enough to be cynical.
Yeah.
Super cynical.
Yeah.
I don't know. I still got to finish Spider-Man.
No Way Home?
No Way Home. I've only seen 40 minutes of it.
Oh, it's so good.
I was watching it with my partners and I was like, all right, cool. It's time for bed, whatever. I got 40 minutes in. Next time I hang out with them, I'll watch. Assholes watched it without me.
Oh, yeah.
I was like,
Spider-Man. Was it December? Come on.
Right. I know. So I got to finish watching that before I move on to Doctor Strange.
Very good.
Yeah, I watched it recently. I rented it. I was waiting for it to be rented. I rented it when it was $20, right? So right when it dropped.
Right.
Because I was like, telling my girlfriend, like, hey, we got to watch this. And she's like, yeah, I'm so excited to watch Spider-Man. I'm like, cool. As soon as it comes out, I'll buy it with my own money, And so it came out and we're like, cool, I'll fucking buy it. And we're sitting there watching. And then I ask her 15 minutes into it as I'm looking at her face being slowly disinterested and not knowing what's going on. That I was like, hey, did you watch the first two movies? She's like, no. Like, fuck. So then none of this
Makes
Did
sense.
you watch
anything to you.
any of the other Spider-Man movies? Oh, not the Andrew Garfield ones. Okay, what about Tobey Maguire? I saw the first one. So she's seen one Spider-Man from like 1999, I think.
Don't say it on there.
What? I don't need.
Yeah, it's bad. Yeah.
Oh,
That stinks.
Yeah.
Oh, whatever. Well, he's all right.
Well, he said
what
bad.
can I say?
One of my friends got COVID bad. So
Ooh.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, let's hope. Let's hope
Yeah,
bad
let's
doesn't
hope
mean
he's
bad.
doing
Right.
fine. Yeah. Oh, hopefully he's just being a big bitch. Rock on 2.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. Hanging out with Hot Rock Supajoint on the podcast broadcast. Of course, Hot Rock hosts a podcast every Weedness night, which is today, Wednesday, 7 p.m. at superjoint.com. What do you got going on tonight, Hot Rock?
We got 2 in-studio guests. We got All Hail Pan and we got Phantom Diorama. They both do kind of this noise, industrial, goth kind of vibe, and it's awesome. As well as we got like 11 songs that be sent in by listeners, bunch of 7 cartoons, bunch of memes. It's gonna be a good time, homie.
All right, nice. All the reasons to tune into Hot Rock podcast tonight at 7 p.m. Not to one up you, but our friends Gabo from Fayuca and Jason DeVore from Authority Zero coming in on the podcast tomorrow morning.
Nice.
Studio, yeah. Look at that. Responsible rock stars. It's so difficult to find nowadays, right? Let me ask you this question. I've asked this question on our social media page as well, and I have a list of some other great responses. What's something that every man should have in their bedroom? And we're talking adult men, okay? So as an adult man, what should you have in your bedroom? Hot Rock, I'll let you start.
Weed.
Yeah, okay, yes. Every adult man should definitely have weed in his bedroom.
that answer was super surprising there, Hot Rock.
Now, Weirdo, I mean, you were dating for a while.
Yeah.
So was there anything that was a red flag if you didn't see something in a man's bedroom that they should have? Or is there what's something that you're looking for in a man's bedroom?
Okay, let's see.
You date men too. You're not exclusive.
I mean, okay, whatever. All right.
Yeah.
So a red flag would be, you want the red flag that they didn't have or did?
Yes, what they didn't have. So
What
it
they
means you
didn't
should
have.
have it in your bedroom.
I mean, if you ain't got sheets on your bed,
Woo, I almost hit the button. I was like, wow, you got me sweating here.
bed sheets.
Yes, bed sheets.
Yeah, if you're just raw dogging your bed, like, come on, we can't be doing that.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I've definitely been in a situation where I've taken women home and not have sheets on the bed in my 30s.
I will leave.
Yes, it's
In
disgusting.
your 30s?
In my look, there's plenty of times.
My man.
No, there's plenty of times where I'm in a situation where we're about to have sex, and I look the girl right in the face and be like, "I won't blame you for walking out right now."
Oh my God.
And they do it, but I'm like, "All right, that's your
Why
bad."
do I have a
Because
feeling there's many situations you could say that to a woman?
pretty much all of the
Got it,
situations,
got
like, hey, this is your last chance before things go down. This is your out. And you know what? I will understand why.
Right.
Powers. Now we've seen your room.
All right, so I have the one item, but I had it there and then I took it away because I realized I was really negging myself in a way. I had an applause sign by the bed.
Good.
But then I realized that you just want that applause to be natural. You don't want to
Yes.
actually provoke it.
Right.
So I put it somewhere else.
So you just put in a speaker with like a sitcom,
Yeah, I
like
opened the
crowd
lid.
background.
Yes, I open the lid and it makes the sound effects of a studio audience.
There you
clapping
go.
and applauding.
There you
that's,
go.
that's good. That's good. Well, here's a list of some things that no dude should have in his bedroom. Period. Okay. Well, bedding, like the mattress on the floor thing, is great when you're in college, but only when you're in college.
Right.
Yeah.
So you have to grow out of it. You have to get a nice bed frame. So guys, if you're sleeping on a bed on the floor at home, get a bed frame. Invest in it. It's not that much. Items from the past. Any pictures of any woman, especially an ex, those are forbidden. And that includes your mom.
I was gonna say your mom. Yeah. You
Yeah.
don't need to have a large framed photo of your mother right above the bed. That'd be weird.
Right.
Now, what about your grandfather, whom you love?
No, still.
No.
Yeah, you keep that out of the bedroom. You do adult things in the bedroom, Powers. You don't want the ghost of your grandfather like judging your stroke.
But the thing is, I do because he would love that I'm such a horn dog that he'd be like, yeah.
No, I don't think
That
you would, because
boy.
again, you're thinking in a situation as to right now you're in a relationship, so you're thinking about all the times you love and with somebody else in the room. You think about your grandfather watching you when you're alone.
Oh my
There you
God,
go.
that poor man's
Yes.
spirit.
All right. Personal products. We're talking lubes, lotions, toys, condoms, or anything else like that. You got to keep them stashed in a drawer rather than advertise them.
Right.
Okay.
Sex drawer.
Yeah. 2 more. Overhead lighting. So an overhead light is harsh and inconvenient. So table lamps are more accessible in a pinch. So you don't
Mhm.
need that. And the number one thing no dude should have in his bedroom, stank. So you
Oh,
gotta
sure.
clean that
Yeah.
place, right?
Sure.
So 3 weeks of smelly laundry, unwashed sheets, snack bags, whatever the case, it's causing the smell. Get rid of it now. That's what they're saying no dude should have in his bedroom. We're gonna go over our list of the things that every man should have in his bedroom on the podcast broadcast. You can join us on the Rock 102.1 Facebook page or youtube.com/beefvegan. All right. That was a long out, but I had to get there. I
Rubber
know.
chickens and whoopee cushions.
All right,
Yeah.
let's go through our list.
No.
Gotta keep it spicy.
Now we're going to what should be in the bedroom, right?
Yeah, rubber
Yeah, yeah.
chickens and whoopee cushions.
Let's see, agree or disagree, and I don't think I need to pull this up on the screen, so I'll pull that away. All right, Abram said mini fridge. Should an adult man have a mini fridge in his bedroom? Hot Rock, yes or no?
No.
No, exactly. All right, what do you say, Powers?
I vote no. I've owned a mini fridge the last 5-7 years. I'm like, not hooking it up on purpose.
All right, Weirdo?
I got to go with yes because I have a chaotic household. So like I am not getting up like in the middle of the night fully nude to like walk into the nope. I got it right
You don't
here.
want to put on clothes.
Fully nude.
Got
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I realized? Because we have an extra roommate, I need a robe. Like
Yeah.
for that exact reason.
You need a Ric Flair robe.
Yes,
I've got
you do.
woo! That's
Woo!
right. Styling down that aisle.
Alligator shoes and limousine riding.
Yeah, I think that's funny you say that fully nude as well because Weirdo recently came out being in a poly relationship. So it was basically like a quattro couple, right? So
Polycube.
a polycube, right? So I can imagine in that situation, you never have clothes on, right? Do you even have time to put clothes on? You're like an always nude, right? There's always somebody ready
I'm
to
just
go.
always nude.
That seems exhausting. It does, but you're in good shape. So good for you. And your partners are in good shape too. So good
They
for
are.
them. Yeah.
They are.
All right, let's see. Sarah wrote, every time I scroll past this post, my brain keeps reading this as every man should have a beef vegan in their room.
Oh,
Yeah. His name
it's
posted
a little
below.
bobblehead
Yeah. That's right.
You
Well,
know,
with creepy eyes.
that would be a good product. If anyone had needed a bobblehead, it's you.
Well, yeah, you put it on your dashboard
Yeah.
in the car.
people have bobbleheads. I mean, I think
Put you in
my
a hula skirt.
brother-in-law just got one. Oh, my buddy Tanner just got one. Hot Rock, do you have a bobblehead of yourself?
I ain't got a bobblehead yet, homie. I got to get on that.
That's a shock.
Yeah.
That's
Right.
a shock.
You'd
Whoa.
have a good
Turn his
bobblehead.
into an incense holder so there's just always smoke coming out
I
of it.
want a bongle head where it's
Yeah,
like
he's
you
the
put weed in
bongle
it and smoke them, but kind of you smoke it like this.
Yes. And Hot Rock does have a bong that was made after him. He doesn't own it personally. It's a Supajoint bong and it's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Yeah. How much are they selling that bong for? It's still for
It's
sale.
like $4,200 or something like that. It's
Ours is
super
4,000.
expensive. There was like 6 glass artists that made a dab rig that's like this big and it's intricate. It's pretty awesome. It's after my Chakra Khan guided meditation album. It's that look.
Where he's like Indian style and it's full-blown cartoon Hot Rock. It's
Yeah.
amazing. And that's like the ultimate honor. I've won several awards, humble brag. But I never had a bobblehead made of me. I did get that banner. Thank you, Nick, Manny, and Anthony, which is great. But that's still no fucking bong. So why aren't you guys making a bong of me? Oh, you don't even like me, do you? You dicks.
Come on, Moon Smoke
Did you
Shop.
show your Father's Day card?
Hot Rock saw it.
Good. Okay, good.
Yes. I posted on the stories, but that was the question. The Father's Day card that I got was all weeded out, right? My daughter was super hip to the fact. And she wanted me to post it on social media, but I was hesitant. I was like, as much as I am pro marijuana and always have been, especially pro decriminalization and legalization, I'm still like, CPS was involved only a year ago. I mean, yeah, they checked me out and they okayed me, but I don't know, I'm posting this shit from my daughter. Not everyone's going to be hip to the fact. And, like my girlfriend's family, they saw it and they laughed to a certain extent, but they're not really hip to the fact.
Sure.
So,
Well, here's the funny thing I point out. He barely smokes. That's what's funny. He really doesn't smoke. Like for her to
Not
be
all
like,
day,
here's
every
your
day.
big weed card. And it was all weed themed. And it's for when you got the munchies, dad. And it was cute and all that. But I'm like, well, you know what it is? My dad, he's just an average guy. I got him a lot of beer cards. Happy Father's Day.
Right.
And it's a beer. And it's
Right.
like, it's just the modern version of that.
Right.
That made me feel better about it. It very much is as we continue to normalize marijuana. And that's what, unfortunately, the rest of the family, they're not caught up to that yet. But yeah,
Right.
it is legal. It's going to remain legal. And it's time to normalize it.
Right.
And
we
also
just got to get to the
benefits.
federal level.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what's next is how many states have passed it. Like after like so many states pass something, it usually goes federal like within a certain amount of time, just like gay marriage and like all that other stuff. So it's only time.
Right.
I'm
Yeah.
surprised it's taken as long as it has since everyone that's done it has made so much money.
I know. No, it will happen. But yeah, so the card was cool because it was a smoker card, right? And originally it was dad at the smoker. My dad loves to smoke.
The barbecue.
and-
It was a
yeah,
barbecue
the
card.
barbecue
Has she
smoker.
customed? Okay.
And then she just threw like weed leaves over it, and then inside said, "I'm the dopest dad," which
Dope.
yeah, with the weed leaf, which you could technically sue me because you're the dopest fake rapper, Hot Rock, and it was kind of copyright infringement. And I'm sorry, I had a stern talk with her, be like, "Don't be stealing people's."
He's very worried about your IP. When I said it was the podcast for the 420, he's like, listen,
Listen,
I got to make sure Hot Rocks are right.
That's fucking that's Hot Rock's thing.
Right.
You know what I mean? Respect the brainchild. There's a lot of great ideas I could steal from Hot Rock, but I don't.
Right.
Thanks, homie.
I get inspired by your segments, and I love the way that you put together the podcast. And I know a lot of our streamers do too. And if you have had a chance to check it out, do so, especially early before they get too stoned. All right. Let's get back on some of this list here because there are some good answers here. Handcuff key, a woman. Okay. A couple
woman.
people wrote it.
I agree.
Yeah.
Need a woman.
What's the one thing every man should have in his bedroom? Yeah, a woman. How about your mom? All right. No one said their mom. I thought beef vegan was the answer when I read this post. Alicia said that. All the girls. Oh, you notice? I don't know if you noticed this, but Hot Rock put weed. A Bible. Okay, get out of here, weirdo. It's like you're on the Rock 102.1 Facebook page.
Also,
you go preach somewhere else.
I mean, look at Weirdo today. Like literally, like how
It literally says,
What's the back
sorry,
side?
I missed church. I was too busy practicing. Practicing
practicing witchcraft and
witchcraft?
becoming a lesbian.
Correct.
Nice.
Yeah, no, I was when people put like crucifixes above their beds or whatever, like the legitimate ones with like Jesus hanging. I'm like, are you into like, I don't know, torture porn? Like, is
Yeah,
this
right?
what's going on?
That is weird. Yeah. Yeah, but
I
you
mean,
feel
he looks
Jesus
very
inside you.
muscular. He's got the abs. He's got the little loincloth. Okay, I get it.
But he's got such a puss on.
What?
He's not exactly in a good mood.
Oh, you wouldn't be either. If you just got stoned and crucified.
Hey, but if I was that well hung, boom.
Too soon.
Too soon.
All right.
2,000 years too soon.
Yeah. So lotion at the bedside, which we just said was a no-no.
Right.
Lube was also said, but Jason, that's a no-no as well. Bag of weed, a bed. Yes.
Ooh, who said bag of weed? That's a good idea.
Right.
What about it? I think is it called a palm frond? The big palm.
Big palm.
Yeah, like the big palm leaf, so you can, fan someone.
What is this? Like
And grapes and
Greece?
flower petals.
3,000 years ago? What
Yes.
the hell?
Roman.
That's what you want.
Get the Roman times.
Silk bedding. Get that thread count up. Oh, you need the thread
The
count.
thread count, it was mentioned a couple times
Yeah,
too.
it
At
was.
least a
Thread count?
600 thread count.
There
Yeah.
you go.
And if you're adulting, you have a good thread count for sure.
Oh, one of the commenters on Twitch reminds me of the Typo Negatives Christian Woman song. Yes.
Yes.
It's good
Hot Rock,
reference.
what's the thread count of your sheets?
420, homie.
Yeah.
He just set that down and you picked it right up.
All right, we have more with Hot Rock, but earlier this morning we talked about what was trending on Twitter. It's a phrase that says she's a 10, but, and we played a little round of the last word utilizing she's a 10, but, and in case you missed it, one little something like this.
When we get going.
Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. If you're on Twitter, you may have noticed that, she's a 10, but has been trending for 2 days. People love jumping in on this, just pointing out the red flags of somebody. I mean, I even tweeted myself, like, she's a 10, but she keeps up with the Kardashians. So we want to give our own examples of she's a 10, but, And if you have some good ones, you could share with us at 600 KFMA, 600-5362. But the way we're going to do this is a couple rounds of the last word, a triple threat edition. So we have Weirdo in studio. Of course, we have Powers in studio, and we have Justin Spears from ESPN Radio back in studio. So the category is simple. It's one category. She's a 10, but, and we'll start with Weirdo and we'll work our way around clockwise. And whoever gets the last word wins the round. Best of 3 rounds wins the game. But the only difference is the category remains the same. So keep those red flags in the front of your mind. Let's do this. Weirdo, are you ready?
Sure.
All right. She's a 10, but.
She drives a PT Cruiser.
Okay. She's a 10, but.
She loves Boston sports.
Oh. She's a 10, but.
She's a 10, but her breath smells like ass.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, that's right there. All right. She's a 10, but Weirdo.
She listens to Nickelback.
Oh, why you drag them down? She's a 10, but.
She listens to Coldplay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's go back to hating on Coldplay. She's a 10, but.
I think I ran out of time because I don't know.
Oh, well, we're going to start off with you then. It looks like Spears got that first round.
He sure
Good
did.
job.
Yes, and we're going to keep going now because there's too many good ones. Like she's a 10, but she can't park. You know, like any kind of red flag, anything that might be a blemish of a perfect 10. Okay.
All right.
All right, here we go. Spears, since you won that last round, you start off this next round. She's a 10, but.
She graduated from ASU.
Oh,
nice.
She's a 10, but.
She still wears Juicy on her jogging pants.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
All right. She's a 10, but Weirdo.
She got a snaggletooth.
Oh, yes. She's a 10, but.
She invests a lot into zodiac signs.
Oh, yes. She's a 10, but.
Her nose whistles every time she talks.
Okay. That's weird. Too much cocaine, I guess. She's a 10, but. Looks like Powers got that last one. All right. So with that, we are doing best of 3, right? Mm-hmm. And that means Powers got a point on the board and Spears got a point on the board. Unfortunately, Weirdo, that means you were out of the game. That's right. Now it's down to Powers and Spears, and this is for bragging rights because both of you guys have. And we're not gonna find out who won.
It was me.
No, it wasn't.
What?
I'm pretty sure it was Spears, right?
I don't remember any of that.
All right, we're on in 15 seconds. But yeah, that was good examples. And keep those comments coming. She's a 10, but it's been trending on Twitter for over 2 days now. Number 1 thing trending. And there's still a war going on, guys.
Yeah, I know.
No one's tweeting about that shit. Yeah. That's a bummer. Oh, she's a 10, but she's in Ukraine. Rock 2.1 KFMA. Welcome back to the podcast broadcast. We're hanging out here with Hotrock Supajoint. You want to see something, guys? You want to see something adorable but super sad?
Do I? All right.
I don't know. That's not a great lead in.
Yeah.
Well, have you ever seen a pet monkey in a bulletproof vest?
No.
Well, welcome to Mexico. Unfortunately, yeah, this is the pet monkey in a bulletproof vest. This pet monkey was the pet monkey of a cartel member in Mexico, right? And just imagine being that rich and that gangster to where you're gonna have a monkey and then you're gonna dress it to be all combat style. Like imagine how badass this monkey was, who like died in combat. And yes, it's sad. I see the look of sadness on your face, Powers, and rightfully so. But
you
also,
didn't say he was a dead monkey.
Well, I said sad but adorable. It's adorable. You know, this happened. There was a shootout that happened in Mexico. There's just a tiger walking
is that
around.
A dead guy too? Jeez.
Yeah, well, I scrolled past that, but you see the 400-pound Bengal tiger just walking around the streets of Mexico? It's crazy.
Why doesn't the tiger get a vest, yo?
I know. Well, because nobody's messing with a tiger, yo.
Good point.
Yes, but a little monkey, a little adorable monkey for sure. And I'm sorry, and I
This
did
took
I
a
give you a warning.
turn. Like sad now.
Yeah, I mean, cartel stuff is sad. But this,
I can't argue. He is cute.
He was adorable. You know, so I'm saying
You just showed a picture of a dead monkey.
I did, but you know what? To honor the memory and the legacy of this monkey, who's the most hardcore gangster monkey that you've never met. You know, a lot of people pass away during this little shootout. This happens with cartel violence in Mexico. And, you know, we know it's happening. Let's not ignore it's happening.
I love that you use pass away.
Yeah,
That's the nice way to say These people just murdered over drugs.
It was monkey murder. Yeah.
That monkey is expired.
Yes.
If this was a video game, though, everyone's favorite thing would be like, oh, we got to shoot that monkey.
Yes.
Right.
Instantly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They're basically playing a real life video game. And I do apologize for any sensitive viewers out there. That was sad.
I'm the sensitive viewer.
Yes.
That was rude.
Yes. But at the same time, let's imagine that monkey was alive and how badass that monkey would be.
You know what else? I bet that monkey was racist.
I bet you that monkey smoked weed.
Yeah. Well, that doesn't make him a bad guy.
Yeah. And I don't think the monkey was racist
No?
at all. No.
Anti-Semite.
Well, yeah, maybe.
See, probably you could tell.
He's probably a very Catholic monkey, you know, in that region.
No, not nuts to that monkey. We didn't want him around. He's just a bad seed for the rest of the monkeys.
All right, if that makes you feel better.
It does.
About it, But where do you get a little bulletproof vest like that, too?
I think Build-A-Bear is where you want to head down. You got to get all these tiny size
This story
accessories.
has taken like 6 turns.
Build a cartel bear.
Yes.
Yeah. Hey, I'm sorry, man. It's on the internet, so I got to report it. It's a legit thing to our neighbors in the South, same state, Sonora. That's the state that we're in. So,
That's not far from here.
Yeah. So, all I'm saying is if you come across a monkey wearing a bulletproof vest, duck and run.
Yeah, go the other direction.
Yeah. You're in the wrong neighborhood,
Go
son.
home.
This is not the neighborhood you want to be in. You made a wrong turn somewhere. We'll keep the conversation going and not talk about dead monkeys on the podcast broadcast stream. Yeah, you're welcome, weirdo. Clear.
So what about those dead monkeys, yo?
I wonder how many people he keeps calling that person a weirdo, and don't realize it's
Dead story. Okay, so before my girlfriend and I started dating, their son was just going to school, telling people oh, weirdo this and weirdo that because of the derby stuff, and he also skates and all these other things. And the teacher had a meeting with my girlfriend, being he is just I don't know what's going on. He keeps talking about this person, and we're trying to keep it in reality, and we want to encourage creativity, but not imaginary friends, blah, blah, blah. And my girlfriend's no. She's a real person. This is her real name. I promise you that is her skate name. That's just how he knows her. But yeah, it was just really, really funny that no, I'm just an imaginary friend.
How much did she reveal though? She's like, no, she's a real person. She happens to be my girlfriend.
This is before we were dating.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. So I know that. I mean, it's funny because you're going to have those conversations happen. And I know Hotrock probably gets them because he has a kid that's in school as well.
Right.
So how did your kid describe to teachers or anyone that their dad is the world's fakest rapper?
We keep it on the download. There's a reason I wear a wig and glasses and all this stuff, so I can take it all off and be just normal dad. Not embarrass my kid,
Anyone in your kid's circle know who Hotrock Supajoint is? The parents or the friends?
These kids the parents know who I am, but the kids, they don't care, homie.
No.
Unless I'm a Minecraft character, they don't give a F, yeah.
Right.
You will be
true.
My kids, when they're talking to their friends, or I'll be do your friends know about, me having multiple partners? And they're oh yeah, it's not a big deal. I have 3 friends that are poly, or that nothing surprises kids.
Yeah.
Not even close.
They grew up on the internet. They've seen it all, man.
Right.
That's true. I've been in situations, obviously, because my daughter's now going to be a junior. So,
my 16-year-old as well.
Yeah. So they should be friends. But she's been in a situation where her teachers or parents of were oh, what's your dad do? Oh, he's on the radio. And then they'll listen to the radio, and then we'll be talking about BDSM or some kind of weird shit. And then the looks drastically change. I remember
some sort of weird dead monkey shit.
Yeah. I remember when my daughter was in 3rd grade, and they wanted me to come in to be a parent job thing, right?
Yeah.
To talk to the class. And they went to go put on my radio show the next morning.
Oh, no.
Yes. And this is a kid of SS. And
this is 3rd grade.
Yeah, this isn't the music is good for these 3rd graders. That's about it. It stops right there. As soon as the song ends, turn the fucking radio station off because this maniac's gonna start talking about dead monkeys and all types of crazy stuff. Usually sex. Yeah. So I've been in that situation, put my daughter in that situation quite some time, so she doesn't tell anybody what I do. I mean, hell, I think more stoked to say, yeah, my dad's really cool. He's an accountant.
Yeah.
Right.
It's
That's
really
the number
cool.
one fake job.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. My kids show off the derby stuff more often than not.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah.
Because that's fun.
Oh yeah.
All right, let's see. I got more video stuff here that I'm going to share with you. But earlier this morning, I do have to play this clip because Powers got punished. Oh, yes. Because we did a foot race, right?
Mm-hmm.
He challenged me to the foot race. I have audio that backs up this. That
He's not going to let you live this down.
No, I know. And he straight up challenged me to a foot race. So I did the foot race. I won the foot race. He started no-selling it and acting like he didn't even challenge me. And he was super fucking annoying about it. You know, like it really, really pissed me off. So I said, all right, I'm going to replace you on the show instantly. And he's like, there's no one ever in this building. Well, I had Justin Spears in the studio and I had him be the new Powers. And in case you missed it, well, a little something like this. Rock 102.1 KFMA. Let's do this.
Self-loving by your mom.
Awkward.
It is awkward. Did you do something that got you fired from your job?
I just get stupider.
It's fun being stupid.
Don't hide this in vain. Let us laugh at your pain. Call 600 KFMA right away.
I promise we won't embarrass you.
Because Beef Vegan presents F My Life. F My Life. F My Life.
Yes, welcome back for another round of F My Life. These are fortunate situations. Email to me at beefvegan@kfma.com. But of course, if you have an F My Life you care to share on the air, you can call us right now, 600 KFMA. That's 600-5362. And our panelists will weigh in on your F My Life situation. Of course, I got Weirdo. Good morning, Weirdo.
Good morning.
And I got Good Guy Powers. Good morning, Good Guy Powers.
Good morning.
Yeah, you sound fantastic, buddy.
I do.
Yes,
My Powers. I'm from New York. I eat chopped cheese.
I'm a ginger.
I wear
It's
good.
Timberlands.
Yeah, you wear Timberlands, the gold Timberlands.
Exactly.
Yeah, you know, and it looks like you've been working out too. So I'm proud of you, Powers. All right, let's get into F My Life here. This is our first situation sent to me by Crystal. Crystal wrote, one time I set up a camera in my kitchen to see who was stealing my cookies. Turns out my mom had her boyfriend over. Good news was the cookies were safe. The bad news is I now had something recorded that I never wanted to see in my life. Oh, you know what that one was, Powers?
No.
Can you guess what it was?
No, I can't. I honestly can't.
I think her mom was getting fresh with her boyfriend in the kitchen, and it's caught on tape. So sad F My Life, Powers.
It wasn't me.
Yeah, no, it wasn't you. You're right.
I don't know what the purpose of this game is.
Oh,
I've never played F My Life
Powers.
before.
Powers, I always have to explain this to you. You're such a slow learner, Powers.
Yes.
That's okay. So you're going to weigh in whether or not this person's life is after they're being a big baby.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, I get it. You know, I mean, now that you got this new schedule, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, it's confusing. So
Okay.
Weirdo, is this in F My Life?
I think it's a big baby. Post that to the internet. Make some money.
Well, this is a while ago, and that's revenge porn. So
Okay.
I would say no all the way around, and I'll veto both and say F My Life, Crystal. That sounds terrible. All right, next F My Life situation sent to me by Adeline. She said, today I was walking my dog when he did his business. He then stepped all in it and coated his paws. As I was struggling with him, I slipped and landed butt first into his steaming pile. My boyfriend nearly fainted from laughing. All right. Is this an F My Life, Powers?
No.
No, big
No.
baby.
No.
Satin dog do?
No.
All right.
It happens to the best of us, man. Honestly. I mean, we've all had a moment where we've all slipped in some poop, right?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, he is the prince of positivity, people. All right. What do you say, Weirdo?
That's an F My Life.
No way.
Yes, that's an F My Life.
All right. We'll agree to disagree and move forward. All right. This is the first time I'm seeing Powers and Weirdo butt heads so much. All right. Next F My Life. No shenanigans back there. I will turn this thing around. Okay. I got some Weirdo behind me. That's not Weirdo. Go figure. All right. Just a few more left. Devin wrote, today I proposed. She immediately said no and broke up with me. Oh, F My Life. Weirdo.
I always love these because they have no context, but I'll say that's an F My Life. That's pretty sad.
All right. What do you say, Powers?
Is this at a ball game? Like, did he propose like on a jumbotron?
Yeah,
because
yeah.
if so, that's a big time F My Life. But if it's in private, I would say it's all good.
Yeah.
My phone goes off.
All right. I would say never do the Jumbotron proposal, but that's neither here nor there. All right. Two more left. Cynthia wrote this one today. I went to the pharmacy to buy the Plan B pill. The pharmacist recognized me and said, really? Again? F My Life. What do you say, Powers?
What? Wait, hold on. Repeat that again.
Do you know what Plan B is?
Plan B, yes.
Okay.
Yes. You take it after, you have some fun and you're like, oh, snap.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
I don't have to give any
I was a little
education.
risky.
Yeah.
And then what about
The
Plan B?
pharmacist recognized her and said, "Really? Again?" So she's popping Plan B's like Tic Tacs.
Oh, yeah. F my life.
All right, what do you say, weirdo?
For the streets.
Yeah.
I say big baby. Like, you got to do your business. Like,
yeah, you're
F
right.
that guy.
Oh, it could have been a female pharmacist.
All right,
Okay.
F that pharmacist.
All right. Then we'll agree, disagree, and move on. This is our final F My Life of the day. Mario sent me this email, and it hits close to home. He said, today I drove my 2 kids to their friends' houses in my convertible, looking what I thought was my best. I slowed down outside a bar with cute 20-something-year-olds out front. My daughter noticed the speed reduction and said, keep driving, Dad. You're fat and Mom left you for a reason.
Oh, man.
That's your final F My Life of the day. All right, there you go. That was store powers.
Dollar store powers. That's
Store
right.
powers.
Doesn't
The
know
wish
how to
powers.
doesn't know how to keep a mic out of his face.
I know. It's too funny. You guys want to see our Florida man today? Speaking of alligators, check out how one man gets rid of alligators. This went viral on TikTok. He's like, how we handle gators in Florida. I do it with a frying pan. What? Get out of here, gator.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. The gator
This is
ran.
why gators hate humans. Right here. This is why gators hate humans.
That's true. This is why gators are eating more humans. Seriously. But yeah, this guy, he takes no guff. Zero guff taken.
Where was this?
Florida.
No, I see that. Where in Florida?
The
By a
swamp.
Okay, because he's just bought. There's a
Is
fence
it
there.
all of
Like, is
Florida
this
by a
his
swamp?
property?
Yeah, I'm guessing his trailer's parked there.
Bonk.
Yeah, I
That
mean,
guy's like 100.
I know, but he don't fuck around. It's not his first alligator he's whacking the head either. It's like whack-a-mole, but with gators.
That
That's how they
gator-
do it for.
Plunged a little too early. See if it was a little far away.
Yeah.
A little closer.
I just love how he's running. Look at how fast that gator's like, you know what? I lost this round. You got it.
I gotta
I'm
give him. He's got a good athletic stance. He's ready.
Yeah.
He didn't. Nope, not taking no crap from no gator.
Supposedly at prestigious university where
Mm-hmm.
I went, they taught us that the zigzag thing from gators is like a myth.
Yeah, no, obviously we just saw.
Just run.
100% run. Yeah. I have another pan video. We got the raw.
No zigzags, just raw.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
I see what you're
He's
doing there.
the fastest.
Yeah, when it comes to
Right.
weed, he's the fastest too. Yeah.
Bang, bang.
Speaking of pans, here's another pan video. I got 2 back-to-back pans. This is how you do pans.
Oh, like
at
a
the-
frying pan. I thought you were talking about pansexual. Never mind. Oh, wait. This just segued into some
Get your
weirdness.
mind out the gutter.
Never.
Here is the Renaissance Fair. Check it out.
I realize people need harder jobs.
Mm-hmm. Hold on, we gotta get back on the air.
Ding.
2.1 KFMA. We're watching. All right, I gotta pull this up on here because we had 2 videos involving frying pans. Okay, the first one was the Florida man who whacked a gator in the head to basically save his own life. The gator was charging him, and he had a frying pan. He goes, "Whap! Get out of here, gator!" And then whap! Did it again for safe measure. Gator turned tail,
Double
ran
tap.
back into the swamps.
Yeah.
This one is just a couple nerds at the Renaissance Fair. Getting all crazy. So the game is they wear these helmets. What are these helmets called?
Those are like knights helmets.
Yeah.
They look
Yeah,
like
so-
knights.
right. And then they each have a frying pan. Well, they take turns whacking each other in the head, and whoever I guess has their ears bleed
Or
first,
just throws up. And
yeah, loses.
Whoever gets the concussion first.
Exactly.
Like, listen to this. Ready?
All right, here we go.
What's the frying pan say to the head? Oh, he's gonna do hard. Ah, nerd. Just hit him.
Save that as a soundbite.
Oh,
Knocked him
Oh,
over.
he's done.
Yeah, looks like he won.
Yes, it does.
Total knockout.
That first guy took a friendly swing. This guy's like, okay, competition.
That's what would happen if me and you did the same game.
I
No.
agree.
Right? You would start off all soft and easy, and then I would get pissed off
Yeah.
because it hurt, and be like, "Okay, now I'm gonna try to take your head off."
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I play games.
Good Lord.
You know,
Good
you
night.
Ah! Hot Rock Supajoint, everybody. Hot Rock Supajoint.
Thank you.
So earlier, when we were playing the video of the gator and the frying pan, you asked where the gator went to and ran off, and did he know the gator? And it's interesting that you say that because there is a story making headlines today about a bear who seeked revenge on a man in Russia. So what happened was this man shot at this bear and injured this bear years ago.
Yeah.
This bear didn't forget and tracked the man down and hunted him down and killed him.
Really?
So the bear got revenge on this Russian man and ended up killing him as a revenge for the attack that he did prior.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Did somebody interview the bear to ask this question, or was it just incidental?
they just knew because of the scar. You know, it was one of those things. It's like the Scarface bear. So, I guess the moral of the story is don't F with bears, man. They never forget.
Yeah. Well,
No.
that's elephants, actually.
Well, now bears too.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
You need a new segment, Russia Man, instead of Florida Man.
Oh,
Also
I
do
know.
Russia Man. I'm sure there's a bunch of good ones there.
Unfortunately, I boycotted all Russia stories for the war in Ukraine.
That's
in
good. Fair
solidarity. Yeah.
Nice.
Fair
But
enough.
that one was the exception because it was for the bear, and the bear is not necessarily Russian. He just lives in the Russia area.
Yeah, and he murdered a Russian.
Yeah, he murdered a Russian.
There we go.
He's a Ukrainian bear.
Yeah.
That's it.
Look at that. Every day they're chalking up W's. Way to go, Ukraine. All right, we got your beef tip coming up next, but you want to stick around because we got our broadcast conversation moving with Hotrock Supajoint. You can join us on the Facebook page or youtube.com/beefvegan. Clear. Yeah, keep those comments coming too, because I'm loving these. She's a 10 butts. She's a 10, but she snorts pixie sticks.
She talks in Klingon. All right.
Hey, hey, that's hot.
Star Trek all the way, baby.
That's
Do you
right.
talk in Klingon?
Me? No.
Oh, see. Well,
No.
then you're still
Kabla!
10.
But you know who came out real strong for the one actress in the new in Obi-Wan? I think her name is Moses.
Mhm.
And she was getting grilled by the racists online and all these other things.
Horribly.
And like the Star Trek actors and like they all came out, and one of them who plays a Klingon, I believe it was in Next Gen, he came out and was like, for the Klingon Empire, you get the blood of your enemies, and like for the glory of, whatever the family was called. But like it was actually really cool to kind of see that happen between the two fandoms and the actors and everything, that they came out strong for her.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, they defend, they got to stick together.
I wonder
Right.
why the fandom of like basically space Nazis has racists in it,
Right.
All the stormtroopers, space Nazis. We love them
Right.
the most.
Or-
Anytime they cast a black actor, oh, it's an abomination.
Yeah, I know.
Right.
Terrible. That's they did
Right,
that.
or
Asian,
like-
they did that to the Asian girl.
Yeah, well, and they said some fans were like, you got to keep politics out of Star Wars. It's like there's literally wars in the name. That's all wars are, is politics.
Keep
You
politics out of
morons.
Well, yeah, it's based off of political war. That's
Yeah.
what Star Wars is.
Yeah.
Right. Dummies.
Freaking
Okay.
incels.
Yeah, whatever.
funny.
Yeah, it is. It's an incel thing. Speaking of actresses, did you know that Amber Heard is so pretty? She's scientifically fine. So yeah, people don't like Amber Heard right now, obviously because she's a big fat liar.
Mm.
But her face is damn near perfect, and there's science that goes behind it, and I'll show you.
The symmetry, right?
Yeah, see, she has one of the world's most beautiful faces according to science, and this is based off of the Greek theory about symmetry, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
Symmetry.
the golden ratio. I will turn your mic off right away, you fucking slow runner. Okay. But yes, you're correct.
Bad.
You need to go hang out with Hot Rock right now. Just go over there now, smoke some good shit.
Good Lord.
Yeah, and where's our Hot Rock backdrop too? Hot Rock deserves a fancy
Does.
little thing. I'm gonna give him the Herb Stratford
He
treatment.
took you off.
I know.
Yeah,
It's all right.
yeah, that's what you get. But yeah, I'm gonna give him the Herb Stratford treatment because you made this for Herb. You got to do something for Hot Rock.
I do. I gotta get a Hot Rock thing. He sent me a JPEG. I think.
What
Yeah,
about
I gotta
mine?
make it up. Oh, we'll get it done now. You're brand new. Are you here?
Ah,
Get it done.
Ooh, look at that fancy one.
That's what you sent.
No, that's mine.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's good too. All right. So, back to the golden ratios. If you ever heard of this golden ratio,
Yes.
it was first described by ancient Greeks, and it refers to the formula of proportions that have been purported to identify the most mathematically perfect visage.
Yes.
Yes. All right. So they basically say she's damn near perfect. And this is why when you ask like yourself, why would Johnny Depp put up with such crazy bullshit? Because I don't know, maybe he's married to the world's most perfect face. You know, she was that gorgeous.
I don't see it.
You don't even see it?
Like, that's the thing. Everyone talks about Amber Heard, and every time we've been talking about these stories and all that stuff, and it's like, is she? She's so hot. Why?
Well,
she's so hot. She's
according
not.
to science, it's not even opinion at this point. Now it's scientifically proven.
Like, yeah, she
that
looks
she
like
is gorgeous, and she tests higher than most other famous, beautiful actresses and models. So, like, she had a damn near perfect score of the golden ratio. So I didn't create the golden ratio; those goddamn Greeks did. You know, and they knew a thing or two about beauty. You see those sculptures? They didn't know anything about big dicks, but they definitely knew about beauty. You know, so I feel like I'm part Greek.
Oh yeah.
No,
Which part?
a 6-pack abs.
Oh yeah, you tattooed those on.
Thinking the small package, but all right.
Oh, well, you're thinking wrong. You're thinking wrong there. Here's some other scientific news for you.
Go on. From prestigious university.
Well, this is Durham University.
Oh,
yeah.
Sounds made up.
No, you know what bats use to be able to navigate themselves? You know what that's called?
Sonar?
Echolocation.
Echolocation. Exactly. Right. So it is a sonar, but what they do is they create sound, and then based off the echoes, that's where they know what's in front of them, what's around them. And this study from Durham University showed that blind people can actually use echolocation like bats to help navigate their lives. They had 20 participants in training sessions, and they learned how to click their tongues and use their hearing to visualize their surroundings. So 3 months after the study concluded, participants were still using echolocation techniques, which is great, but annoying as shit. You know, like you just imagine. They're like, I understand you're blind, but you just take my hand already, because I'm right in front of you, dude. You don't need to bounce off my face with your echoes. But yeah, that's good news for the blind people.
Yeah, I was gonna say she's a 10, but she's blind apparently for beef.
And
That's what it
uses
is.
echolocation on your junk.
Yeah.
That's we're all getting canceled. Thanks for that.
Nah. Well, welcome to the show. All right, let's see how to move on after you caved in and snooped on their phone. Would you snoop? How many partners' phones would you snoop on before you realize you got a jealousy problem?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, weirdo. Because you got 3. So
Correct.
would you stop at 2 and be like, no, I trust 1 out of 3?
I don't
trust one of these.
Snoop. Like, I don't like, I mean, there's things that are like, I'll randomly check. Like, I know all their passwords, you know what I mean? Like, but like, that's not what it's about. And like, actually, my primary partner said the best thing of like, if you snoop through this and I'm not doing anything wrong and you get mad about something, that's on you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you're the one that opened that Pandora's box. So
That's true.
yeah, I don't know. I trust all of them.
Well, again,
Like,
also, if everyone's giving you a password, then there's no reason to snoop. And We're
Right.
not trying to hide things.
right.
True. Yes.
You know?
That's pretty impressive. You can memorize everyone else's passwords. I can't even remember mine.
Oh, no, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. 2, 3 password. All right, we got a beef tip coming up. Hot Rock, you're the man. Thank you for popping in as always. Having fun with you today. And everyone who's watching the stream, you guys are awesome. Keep those comments coming.
Yes.
She's a 10 butt. And we'll post some highlight clips later on. We did an extended podcast today. It's about an hour and 45. So I know that we'll have some nice little video clips to share on Instagram and Facebook. But if you go on Instagram, definitely check out that video of me smoking powers in a foot race. I was Ezra Miller. Wait.
What?
No, don't be Ezra Miller.
No.
Yeah.
Nope.
I was the guy who plays the Flash on the WB.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah,
Hey,
and he was Batfleck.
Gustafson.
He was Batfleck. He was
Oh.
running like Batfleck. You can tell Batfleck can't run fast, not even with robo legs.
You gotta keep the fins out.
Yeah.
Keep
See one.
those out.
Yeah, shout out to Weirdo for editing that video together too.
Hey, I try to be quick.
Yep.
Hey, somebody's referencing Daredevil. I mean,
Nice. Oh, we're on. Oh,
go.
yeah, Daredevil sucked. Did you talk about the movie? I
The
told
show
No,
was
the
good.
show.
Oh, the show's good, but
And
the
we're
movie
talking
with
about-
Ben
But
Affleck.
you're talking
yeah,
about
it's terrible.
echolocation and being blind and
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, maybe they'll use that. That's information that we said in the podcast broadcast. If you're wondering what we're talking about, you can watch the replay, youtube.com/beefvegan. You like that plug?
Well
There
done.
you
Yeah.
go.
All right. Before we get into our beef tip, I'd like to thank our in-studio guest this morning, Justin Spears from ESPN Radio, and of course, Hotrock Supajoint, and Weirdo for
Hey,
joining us. You're going to hear a lot from Weirdo on the show, and of course, Powers. You'll hear very little if he doesn't admit that I beat him in a foot race.
Oh, you beat me in a foot race.
Thank you.
Fine.
After I
I'm
was challenged.
Saved his job.
ridiculous. I
After
can't
I
even
was
stand it.
challenged. All right, I'm just saying it was a challenge. That's what bros do, man. They challenge each other to things, and then if you win, you brag, and if you lose, you just man up and say, "Oh, you know what? I lost that one."
I shook his
I was
hand,
wrong.
but I made sure no one was looking.
Yeah, nobody
Right.
was looking, but
And
I
you
did get
didn't
a
wash your
handshake.
hand beforehand.
Okay, so let's get into the beef tip before we wrap things up. But another reminder, I'm giving you tickets for Jack White tomorrow morning. And of course, the 5 o'clock SmackDown. Go to KFMA.com to vote on one of the two songs that I didn't mention today. But they're up at KFMA.com for your chance to win tickets for Money in the Bank in Las Vegas. All right, so here's your beef tip. I actually got 3 tricks to keep you from throwing up. Yes.
Oh.
Throwing
Go
up
on.
is the worst. I hate it. And I do it maybe once a year when I'm really sick. I never do it drinking, but I always regret it. I hate throwing up. So these are 3 actual tricks that doctors say, yeah, this will help you prevent you from getting nauseous and throwing up. Number 1, smelling rubbing alcohol. So there's ethanol, in rubbing alcohol, which can help relieve nausea. So keep that in mind. So if you're feeling nauseous, smell some rubbing alcohol, unless you're pregnant. And
Maybe,
number 2,
maybe not.
hold your tongue to the roof of your mouth, then press your thumb to the center of your forehead for like 20 seconds. It sounds strange, but this move can clear your sinuses and help relieve that nauseating feeling, according to experts.
I
Not
thought
just
that was.
me.
I thought that was for like not sneezing.
Maybe it's for a lot of things, right?
Maybe
and
one scientist is just a prankster.
yeah, right. I'm like, oh, you got me again, science. And the last but not least thing for the 3 tricks that you can use yourself for throwing up, hum. So believe it or not, humming can help you beat nausea. One doctor said, and I quote, by controlling and regulating your breathing through humming, it helps you relax. So beef tip to all you ladies out there, if you get nauseous, try giving a hummer because it will help you not throw up.
See, I figured he was going there, so I just waited for it to land.
Just let it
Thank
happen.
Thank you guys for listening to the show. Thank you, Hot Rock, for joining the show. Weirdo, Powers, everybody. Don't
Thank
forget
you.
to tell a friend about Beef Vegan Presents. But that's all the time we have. Enjoy the rest of your day. Tomorrow morning, while Jason DeVore from Authority Zero in studio and Gabo from Payuca. But that's it. So drive safe, ride safe. Riley's up next. And as always, rock local. Later. All these goodbyes. Right? Say all my goodbyes.
Your friendly neighborhood weirdo.
Weed helps with nausea too, homies. Just saying.
Yes.
I will knock out all your teeth.